the whole product is easy to control. If you come in here for the first time, you exactly know what's happening. You come in through the door and you already can look outside again already. You have all this context of outside in. So you have all this added room basically. That's why we have these big windows. And everything was designed to feel as cozy as possible. Yeah. It's a home feeling. A lot of wood, as you can see. I love the smell.
It's very cabiny, especially for a rooftop. You could have done a sleek sort of urban look.
Yeah, sure, but we actually decided to go exactly the other way around. It's the idea of building oasis in the city, because that's what people need. A place to breathe, to feel home, feel cozy. This space here, where the main window is, the main direction window is so prominent that you want to just really consume it. You want to sit here, you want to sit like outside basically. What I often do is hang out here and then have my laptop, and then you have to look out there. And if you just imagine that you're like on a rooftop, I mean even here on the parking lot, it's great to sit here and just have a look out there and see what's happening. The construction is running, people are coming by, taking pictures of the cabin and so on. It's just this getting the outside in and having the feeling of somehow communicating with the space around you. That makes it really nice. And so we said, okay, this bench needs to be here to just relax. And then we couldn't really decide if you want to sleep here or up there. You can unfold it. So you get out the drawers and then you just unfold that.
It's big.
It is big. I'm 6'8" or something like that. 6'3", almost.
We have to find some sort of a mattress thing, but you can even sleep in that situation.
Yeah.
We always design for calmness in the view. So everything needs to be calm for your eyes. So, and if you have a lot of nitty-gritty things and features and everything, it's hard actually. You play with it, but it still needs to be as quiet as possible. Because if you enter a room, your brain wants to control the room to feel comfy. It's hard to do that, to bring everything in that small room and still have some sort of a clear line. We decided for steps rather than a ladder, because we said you need to go up the bed with two things in your hand, the espresso and the laptop or whatever, and then you have to walk up here. Should be possible without holding something, and at the same time it's obvious that you can use it for storage. Yeah. Everything is just like on every centimeter you have to decide how narrow, how wide it can be. This is not wide enough for commercial use. In projects that we do with hotels, we are changing that.
But for home use, you can do that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just hard to declare this as a bedroom. You have to say this is a storage space or something.
You can't legally call it a bedroom.
I guess. It's actually my favorite spot up here.
Is it?
Yeah. It's like sitting here or back there in the corners. That's just the most relaxing.
It's also really open for a bedroom.
So it was rather the decision to not have a bedroom. And I think one thing that's important in these small rooms is that you can feel the whole room from every spot. That was the decision to have the bed up here, and then the question was how to compensate. And then of course with the window up here, sleeping under the stars, having the view. Yeah, so we try to always find the trade-off to make that small footprint as big as possible. So fully furnished kitchenette. It's small. But we were keen to build in everything in proper size. So no small because the house is small. No, it's a big stove because the house is small, right? And then you go with the fridge, just regular. You have the dishwasher here, full size, and then room for garbage. So bathroom, just the skylight though. We had the feeling that you need some sort of a feature that makes it even bigger. When you shower here and it's bright outside and you get the feeling for the daytime, it's a prefab bath module. So everything here is just sealed as it is, and could actually take a hose and clean the whole thing out. Yeah, here, this is a smart mirror, something a friend of mine came up with. It's basically a mirror which just works in one direction, and on the other side we build a screen and a computer. It has a camera here, and the idea is to work with a gesture control. It's like a dashboard. You come in, the house tells you what it's up to. Turn on the heating, turn it off, just turn on the lights, turn on the music, transportation times, weather data, time in the day, some news. It can be a powerful tool if you decide for that. Yeah, huge window, especially in summers. This is how you want it. Then you have to imagine the terrace out here, just one step, and then you have the inside out and the outside in. So it makes it a lot more fluent between everything that's out there and in there.
Anything like for support underneath? What's foundation like?
If you have it in the countryside, you do proper foundation on points, but on a rooftop you just have to find a way to get the loads in the right directions and make sure it's leveled.
The building's heavy enough, it probably.
Yeah, it's 13.5 tons. Yeah, so when the crane lifts up the house at 8 points. So that's in the front where the other metal beam is. Then here and there, and then where this wall is, and then where the back wall is. So that's where the crane takes it. And to prevent the house from going like collapsing, these metal beams are there to give it the stability that's needed to lift it up. You don't need to have it standing here, it's just for having it lift up. Big windows, very important to us. I never had the feeling that there's not enough space in here. When we iterate the product more, we probably build even a little bit smaller, because we have plenty of room here. We had a party with 20 people, but no problem. Nobody said, oh, there's not enough room. You just choose the window and then you go open the window.
What do you think hotels did evolve in such a way that just create experiences, and then housing is not yet there?
I think it's now coming, since these two markets, like hotel and conventional housing, are moving more towards together, and in between there's a new market evolving, I believe. And in that space we see housing products more attached to a new sort of experience in housing. Especially since the lifestyles are getting more and more flexible. And you're probably not looking for this, I stay here for the next 30 years housing thing.